Ladies and gentlemen, we catch you at the tail end, but y'all know what it is. We got tag team champs, you know what I'm saying? And it's the bloodline. It's the blood. Oh snap! I don't put a blank screen to y'all. I'm so sorry. Dang. And I just cut it off. I don't think they're gonna go into anything else because bloodline's tomorrow. Bad blood's tomorrow. The bloodline just you don't see any you ain't see any Jacob, you ain't see any, you know, you ain't see any Solo Sokoa. Uh So I don't know what to really tell you other than tomorrow night we gonna see them all, But they just kept him with the title. Why did he climb the? Why? Why did he climb that? Y'all don't give no type of let up to Tamaloa Tonga Tamaloa. Yo, it's wild though, because I agree. No let up for that man. You know what I'm saying? Why he climbed so high? My man. In the safety when you be at work and you be like climb to the top of it and your safety come around, you know what I'm saying? He be like, hey, you ain't supposed to be on that. Jacob FATU, here they come. They coming down in the ring. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's a good momentum for them. He almost ended his career. Yeah, chill out. But they get he almost ended his career. But yeah, the cameraman's in the shot. Yeah, it's 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow night. The Ula Fala, my man is out there with it. Pretty light going SmackDown, man. Not good for a go home show, but I think it did what it's supposed to do because you got to keep in mind the way these wrestlers are scheduled and the way you can almost feel like Triple H is doing. He wants to try to keep the wrestlers who are wrestling the next night for the PLEs. He tends to keep them off the previous night unless they're going to do something like what Bailey and uh Nia Jax did, where it's just promo work, right? They don't want to sit there. What up? What up? What up? We see you, Miss Awesome Saucy. Already talking to you, Luffy. You know what I'm saying? So we see y'all. Shout out to those on Instagram and Twitter. You know what I'm saying? We see y'all. We see y'all pulling up, pulling up, pulling up, pulling up. Continue to pull up. Definitely love the support. And definitely look forward to seeing y'all in the chat. But what are y'all thoughts on SmackDown? I don't have a rank very high, pretty low. The answer is Tonga Loa, bro. My man climbed high as hell on that ladder, bro. There's no need for that. My man had WWE safety in the back, like, yo, get down from there. Like, yeah, he definitely was up to no good climbing up to the top. If you're gonna climb to the top rung, you have to jump off on someone. Like, there's no need to be up there to grab belts when you could be his work is so botched that the people, even when he doesn't botch, it's just something that he does out of the norm, like the way he held the titles or whatever have you. It's gonna be like it's gonna be front page news. You know what I'm saying because of who he is and how he gets down. I heard Rikishi. I don't know if that's all true or not. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Bianca Belair did put out information that she has peed during an actual event. So, I feel like at the end of the day, it could be possible. What up? What up? What up? What up? What up?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, just talking about that SmackDown, going home, we tag team champions retain in a triple threat ladder match. Nothing crazy there except for Tonga Loa climbing to heights unknown to get the belt. Like, why are you that high on this ladder, man? Why you go? Why you go to the top rung to get the ladder? Or you
It
could be
was
3 floors
broke. It was broke. He had to.
The ladder was broke.
Yeah, that's why Tom Lower he held it for him at the bottom. It was twisted. So
So then why would you climb to the very top of it?
I don't. Hey, he had
Because
to.
you know the higher you get, the less balance you get.
He did it for a reason, but it was
No,
broke. It was definitely he needed
nah,
support.
we ain't gonna let that ride. Luffy with the pull up. I see you. He ain't had to climb that high. We going with that. He ain't had to do that. My man ain't had to have the belts off to the side. You know what I'm saying? But
I've
he
never
did
been in
that.
a ladder match. I can't tell you. I know the
You know
ladder
what?
was
You right. You right. You right. You right.
ladder was
I have
broken. I
not
know
been in a
that.
ladder.
Tom Lower had to
I've
help
climbed it.
hold it for him.
I had to climb many ladders. But my man, you know, hey, however it be. But you know what I'm saying? We about to break into this commercial. You know what it's about to be when we come back. You know what I'm saying? So definitely tap in. We about to don't go nowhere. Go make a coffee, go get a drink. You know what I'm saying? Go wash your hands if you already
Nah, they ain't
peed,
gonna need to do
whatever.
all that. We ain't got that much to talk about.
This is DNA, and y'all checking out my show Top 5. You got a top 5? I got a top 5. But let's see whose top 5 is better. Good night. Good night.
Brr, it's cold food with D. Archie Carter. A wrestling match, a return, a battle. Something that you were looking forward to because you knew it was going to be hot. And when you got it, well, it wasn't. That's cold food, and I'm here to talk about it. It's cold food with D. Archie Carter. Hey, waiter, this cold.
King HP, and here we're gonna look at wrestlers that couldn't get the job done. We're gonna look at it. Why didn't they win? What happened? And because it's near fall, we're gonna see if we can get them some gold. Remember, the referee's decision is final.
Yes, sir. We are back in the building. We are back in the building. SmackDown getting ready for Bad Blood tomorrow night. They are going to be in Atlanta.
I never
5
want to hear
matches on
Michael
the card.
Cole say Hotlanta again in my life.
You know, he trying to be,
I
he
ain't
trying
heard
to,
nobody say Hotlanta in a long time. I don't want to hear Michael Cole say that.
it's crazy. He probably just learned that. It was like Hotlanta. Like,
We don't need to do
yeah.
that. And
Yeah, I
Hardy,
thought
I thought after that they didn't believe it was WrestleMania, that performance Hardy put on, I didn't think I would see him in the WWE again. But of course, we saw Hardy open up the show tonight, and he introduces AJ Styles as the Phenomenal Forearm. That was the omen then for AJ Styles.
yeah, it was not a good way to start off the night, you know what I'm saying? Because AJ
Was it a
Styles might have
work?
tweaked.
Was it a work?
That's the question of the hour. I'm hoping so. It feels like it's not because that's the dumbest thing I've ever seen for a returning superstar. Have him get hurt, don't finish the match, takes
Well,
a
the show
loss.
starts with Hardy. Hardy introduces. I'm gonna hand it over to you, HB. Hardy introduces AJ Styles. AJ Styles comes out, make a speech, and for the first time, to me, AJ Styles looks kind of old.
Okay.
He looks a little weathered. Let me say that. He looks a little old, like in the face. I was like, okay, he's been gone. I see him. He looks a little, like he's aging. But of course, I mean, he has been wrestling 20 years. So then Carmelo Hayes comes out, and they ultimately end up having a match. And in that match, Lil Nate stops the match because AJ Styles apparently hurt himself again. I don't know. I didn't see the X, which we all look for because we know the sign, but I did see him cross his arms like this. I don't know if that was the X or not, but
Yeah.
AJ Styles got hurt, and it looked like, from what they were saying, it was a move where he landed wrong once, but then he slammed Carmelo on his ankle end.
On that same ankle. Yeah.
So yeah, bro, AJ Styles came back. He's out again. It might be time. Cowboy.
Yeah. If it's not a work, you gotta think about it. If it is a work, WWE writing on SmackDown, if they have separate writers, are very bad.
Why would you bring him back? Like, what could be the big return after the big return, and for what? Because he was wrestling Carmelo to see who was possibly going to wrestle LA Knight. You're going to bring him back to make a grand debut for the U.S. title?
Yeah, and see this is a. I talk about this a lot with mid cards, right? We know AJ Styles is a world class main event guy. When you do that to bring him to the U.S. titles, now all those guys who should be competing for it, that should be constantly chasing each other, having ladder matches and different type of elimination matches, elimination chambers, gauntlets, whatever, right? There should be about 10 people competing for that mid tier. When you push main eventers down to that, that means someone else is now irrelevant, less TV time, less whatever. And to have him lose to Carmelo, who's in a feud with Andrade, and you're still lacking world title opponents for Cody. You have Randy in the wings waiting.
Who's drawing less viewers than Jinder Mahal, by the way.
That's an unfair comment. Now,
You the
I ain't
numbers
gonna lie.
man. Numbers is numbers.
No. You know I was about to go to the numbers, but they're looking at the current week, right? Now, it has been a decline consistently since
A
the loss of
million.
WrestleMania, right? And that sucks. My question is because Vince McMahon would have took the title off him. He's
You
done it to the
can't, because
Undertaker.
if it looks crazy if Cody Rhodes doesn't have the title. I think that's why he's involved in other things other than a singles match right now. But we're gonna get into that. Bad Blood is coming out. We dropping predictions, so let's get through SmackDown and we'll get there. So
Yeah, so
after that, LA Knight comes out. He ends up hitting Carmelo Hayes with a blunt force trauma, which is a crazy name for a finisher move. And Carmelo sold it crazy. So
I do like that Carmelo's getting wins. I don't think he should have even been the right opponent for AJ. AJ should have probably picked a much lesser guy, but whatever. Because again, give somebody else some TV
you
time.
gotta think about how Carmelo came in. His first match on main roster was Cody Rhodes.
It was Cody Rhodes. But again, it's cold. They had that big botch where they both went jumping, looked bad. Carmelo has never really gotten hot. He's had some good moments, but his good moments are in losses in the Money in the Bank where no one really talks about that now. That's
Well,
over
that's a
with. You know what I
specialty
mean?
match. So I mean, I could look
Him
good
and
in the money.
Andrade,
I could
that's what
look good
started
in the
their
Money
beef.
in the Bank match if I do the right spots. So
I mean, it got him noticed because him and Andrade, they were saying were the two MVPs of that match. They had the best, moments, and now they're getting TV time, and it seems like it all stems back to that because they weren't getting that much before.
I don't. I
In
wouldn't put that on
comparison,
Money in the Bank. Again, I've been saying this for the past few weeks. It's something going on backstage in WWE that we don't know about, because you have like a roster of you have a full roster, but we're seeing the same people every week, and it's not like the stories are advancing elsewhere. It's just we're just seeing the same exact thing. Like he said, I have 3 wins over Andrade. They're doing like a best of 7, which is 2 months. It's I don't know,
well,
but that's
that's
how the
that's what
show
I think is
opened. That's how the show
that's what I
opened,
think is
and it was
that's what I
cool.
think is
Like, go ahead.
well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I think is funny because that 2 months that takes you back to Money in the Bank. So you've been stretching a storyline
And
to
you don't
not give it a
have
P.
to. That's crazy. Because think about how fast WWE breezes through stuff. They'll build a story in 2 weeks.
Yeah, we never got a definitive end to the Wyatt Six American Made. They had a
But we do
6-man
have
tag.
some Bray Wyatt DLC dropping for WWE 2K24 on 10/16. So
Looks good. Looks good. I don't. You ain't gonna give him no let up. All right, RG giving them no
if
room. So we
all we
gonna.
got out of the Wyatt 6 is new Bray Wyatt content for a video game, that's sad. Tragic. Rest in peace,
Yeah,
Bray Wyatt.
yeah.
If that's all we
It's a
got
little.
and that's all we gonna get during Halloween, during a time of spooky season when the Y6 should be turning all the way up, come on, man.
But funny you said that. That's probably why they released the Bray joint because they didn't release a Bray Wyatt. They released a Fiend. so you don't have to show his face. You don't have to license the name Bray or whatever. All that stuff. So, but Wyatt 6 should be peak. I agree with that.
Right now, it should be turning up.
I agree with that 100%. So, but again, like I said, Carmelo and Andrade go back to freaking Money in the Bank. All this time they've been on TV. Baron Corbin done fell off TV. Apollo Crews done fell off TV. The guy, he done fell off TV. He came on. He debuted. They was giving him vignettes. He was on 2 weeks, took 2 straight losses, and they got rid of him. We ain't seen him since.
I don't know,
So
but that's how the show opened. I hope AJ Styles is okay, and if not, that's Shane McMahon tearing his quads doing a leapfrog. It might be time. It might be time.
do you think he should get do you think he should do a farewell tour? Maybe not as much as or extensive as John Cena's, but something 6 months, or hey, I'll take
You
you to
can't do a
WrestleMania.
farewell nothing if your body can't hold up. And then look like if it was an accident, it looks like a freak accident, but AJ Styles is a 20, 25 plus year vet, I want to say. He is not, freak accidents don't occur to him. I think the body, like he said this himself, the body and the mind, some days you feel like he can go for 10 more years, some days you feel like he needs to hang it up, but it's always a conflict because he feels like it, but you know what I'm saying? It's different factors. We don't know. We'll see. They could be working us, but I don't know. So
I hope to God they are.
after that, HP, what we had, bro? Let you
Yo,
try.
we got into that dumpster match that they've been doing vignettes for week after week after week, where it was Chelsea Green
Chelsea
and Miss Shannon.
Green should be champion. She should be champion.
Whoa, buddy. Whoa. We just can't put this. We just can't
Bro,
put the
Chelsea
strap on.
Green came in hot. She came in hot. She came in a top spot in the WWE. Any spot they put her in, she's done well in. She can wrestle. She can sell. She can talk. Chelsea Green checks a lot of boxes that you will want your champion to check. Chelsea Green made me
They
really
obviously
intrigued and interested in this match. Like, Mi Chin, she's been on TV a lot. She's been everywhere, and it's like they're locking down with her. But Chelsea Green, I would make Chelsea Green champion in a heartbeat.
I wouldn't at this juncture, but I would hold her in that title picture. I would wait till at the moment where I can build her storyline to that, and then boom, and that would probably be next year, 2025.
Her story's
Me
already
personally, because
built. I came in this company. I debuted Royal Rumble. I've been a joke to y'all. Let me turn it up. Chelsea Green can wrestle, bro.
that'll get her Solo Sikoa, brother. That's why. So remember,
He
Solo
ain't
Sikoa lost over
Solo, bro.
40-some
Solo
matches.
Sikoa is a nepotism hire. He don't look like he belong. Which one of these things are not like the other?
I'm just
Solo
saying, when you
Sikoa
lose
has
a
moved
bunch of
to
matches,
the back of the
it's hard
bus
to
in the bloodline.
it's hard to have you just start winning out of the blue when we, like you said, we thought of you as a joke. And there's a lot of people that do a lot of good things, bro. That female roster's, you got Natalia out there. Ty ain't got no gold either. Naomi's out there. She ain't got no gold either. So it is
I
competition for them women.
have thoughts on Naomi, and I can't give y'all my real thoughts because the internet will tell me apart, but I'll tell
Oh
you
shit.
offline.
Damn. Okay.
I can't get
All
into
right.
it, but I think Chelsea Green's a champion. I knew her before WWE. I like her work. She's solid, bro. There's a reason why they put her in a spot with Julia. There's a reason why they put her in this. There's a reason why you see Chelsea Green on your TV.
I can respect that. They had a good match too. Her and Machine. I like what they're doing with Machine now. Because remember, Lord knows she was taking L after L after L after L. But now it seems like they're getting the gears going. There's rumors of a mid-card title for women, and I would like to see both these women in that hunt. You got a lot of talent.
I don't think a mid-card women title would do much because I think the main titles are stale right now.
Now I'm gonna disagree. Braun Breaker, Jey Uso just did numbers.
I'm talking about women. Look who you mentioned.
But
You
that's
mentioned
man.
Brian Breaker and
But you
Jey
got to look at
Uso.
the
That's two of
counterpart.
the top dogs in the company. Braun Breaker was a
Who?
top dog before he got the title. People wanted Braun Breaker, and Jey
He ain't no
Uso.
top dog.
Jey
He ain't no
Uso
top
been
dog.
part
Top
of a
dog is a crazy
bloodline,
statement to say.
storyline. He's Jey Uso. Like, look who you comparing him to. You compare Michin
What
and
I'm
Chelsea
saying
Green
is,
as
in
Braun
the
Breaker.
women's side, you have plenty of women like this. Natalia has very good popularity. She's been on
They're
TV,
done with Natalia. Natalia's they're done with her.
but you need but you when you bring in titles, right? You got to bring in people who you're gonna say is your champion, and then you have to have name recognition people to beat. If you don't want to use Tiffany Stratton, right? Because she got the Money in the Bank. You got your other females who are kind of up there as far as like they are champions or chasing. Rhea, Liv is champion, stuff like that, right? So when you bring in your belt and you introduce it, you got to have people that they can wrestle that are gonna be they're gonna bring prestige to the belt. And Natalia is perfect. Natalia is perfect. To say she isn't is kind of crazy because we've talked about on the same channel. Why ain't she got a
I didn't
belt?
say
Why
she
isn't she?
isn't. I said the WWE is done with Natalia.
Oh,
Natalia should
oh,
have been had another title run.
okay, yeah, that may be the case.
She's the last wrestling quote unquote heart. That should
That's
be the
crazy.
thing. I'm the last heart. I gotta get
That's
this.
crazy. That writes itself right there. Just in how you said that, it writes itself.
Yeah,
Easy.
Natalia, and we shouldn't be talking about Natalia in a mid card anything. She's Natalia. She's a Hall of Famer who's got a decade in the game.
Yeah,
And whether you have
yeah.
two mid cards or one main, you still have to put on good product on the TV. You have to have people that can wrestle, and we know they have it. NXT is crazy every week.
Yeah,
Shout
yeah.
out to Jada Parker. I was in the live the other night. See that, Miss Parker.
Yeah, they are. I think they are using Natalia for a lot of training for the new talent and stuff. But I hate that because I feel like they're still young enough to give people.
I don't even believe that
Um,
anymore.
Lulu, shout out 516. We see you. Yeah, Jada Parker is fire. Shout out. Yeah, we definitely believe that 100% over here.
Because
Ain't
she
gotta
was
say that
in
shit.
NXT and doing all that. Then they had the whole was she gonna resign contract thing. We don't. I don't think they're just. I just don't think they're doing much with Natalia.
Yeah.
Which is hard
Yeah.
on her because you think of a woman in today's a woman who's older than the rest of the locker room. Think about what she has to do to keep up in appearance with these younger girls. That's a lot.
It's a lot. It's a
It's a
lot.
lot.
I ain't gonna hold you. It's a lot. But
And
I'll say
still you
this.
have to wrestle. Like, come on, like. But the dumpster match was fire. I ain't gonna hold you. It was fire. No,
Yeah. Yeah.
Chelsea Green me all day. Green light go. I like Chelsea Green.
You know what I didn't like about this match? It's not that I didn't like it, but there was something that I thought was kind of weird. Piper Niven coming out, right?
You
Which
didn't need
you
it. You
expect.
didn't need it.
You didn't need it.
Didn't need it.
You didn't need it. I felt like if you're gonna have Piper Niven come out in a no holds bar match,
It
because
should be
there's
to
no
bury
rules.
Michin. Michin should have not walked out of that with Piper coming out.
Exactly. Exactly. So that's how I was like, why you should have just kept it a straightforward match because it just makes you two look hella weak that you guys couldn't beat,
And
so
that
that
might be
was the
the
one thing I didn't like.
divide. That might be the divide in the Chelsea Green Piper Niven thing.
Mm, it could be. It could be.
So
But yeah, I thought it was I'm with you, bro. I thought it was a good match. Good match for Machine. I'm hoping they boost her and boost her and boost her and we can see her maybe sometime in 2025 towards the end maybe start running for that title. But we'll see what happens. Uh, we got some Bailey promo, which Bailey takes a shot at Tiffany Stratton. Nia Jax jumps her.
well, she went to the ring to call out Nia Jax. Here's the thing. You just lost your title to Nia Jax. All you gotta say is I want my rematch. We didn't need this.
I mean, they're just trying to sell it. It's like
They're trying to
I
do
don't know.
something with Bailey. Bailey's title reign wasn't the
Yeah,
best.
it wasn't very well said.
It was
Very
something we
well said.
wanted to see, then we got it, and it was like, yeah. Kind of like, oh boy. It's kind of like, yeah. It's a lot of titles
Yeah.
that title reigns is kind of like, yeah, right now.
I can't say anything because it's in an interview we have. But right now, if you go on the YouTube channel, go to the shorts, you will see some Vince Russo clips. And I'll just leave it at that. I'm not gonna say anything. But when that shit drops,
Y'all want to know what he
tap
said?
in. No,
I
no.
tell him. I tell him what Vince Russo said about Cody Rhodes. Vince Russo said it. Y'all think I be
No,
tripping, but eventually the things I say, either somebody that's done this on a higher level than me says it, or it comes true. I told y'all who about people going to NXT, they popping up in NXT. I told y'all about some things. HP be thinking I'm crazy, but
yo, that shit was funny because that man popped up 3 weeks in a row. He
he
was
be true.
advertised for 1 week.
Yeah,
He
but Vince
popped up 3
Russo,
weeks in a
yeah,
row.
the next few weeks after our podcast, we definitely turning it up with what we got. DNA got some crazy clips going on with Prince Nana right now from AEW. Because MVP and Shelton Benjamin made their debuts in AEW.
It's
Great,
about to get crazy over there.
great introduction of Shelton Benjamin. How they brought him in, it was smooth and it was easy. It was well done. And Shelton Benjamin is one of those wrestlers who never really got his just due in WWE. And I hope he gets whatever he can out of AEW because I've never heard a bad word about Shelton. I've never seen a bad Shelton
Can
Benjamin
I ask a
match.
question?
What's up?
Can I ask a question? What do you feel like is his just due?
I don't know. I meant personally for him. I hope he feels whatever voice he left WWE with, if any, because we don't know. I hope he fulfills that in AEW because he still enjoys wrestling. He wouldn't be wrestling if he didn't enjoy it
Facts.
at the
Facts.
age he's at. Because peak Shelton Benjamin, gold standard. Come on, man.
Pete Shelton Benjamin only had one, and it was a promo.
Peak Shelton
It was a promo.
Benjamin, peak MVP, peak Bobby Lashley is why you had the Hurt Business. And this is why you have the Hurt Syndicate now in AEW. Again, we started because I said DNA has some clips going viral with Prince Nana from AEW, and it has to do with MVP and Shelton Benjamin. And then we got the Vince Russo clips coming. Plus, we got a legend. We got the man of the Attitude Era coming to him. So I ain't gonna say I be talking too much sometimes. I mean, but yeah, we about to heat up. Plus, we have the No Mercy All Wrestling Bar event coming up October 13th.
13.
I got a new project dropping October 11th. You're about to see a lot. We turn it up, but yeah, I just wanted to say that. But yeah, man, it's Vince Russo. He got some thoughts about Cody Rhodes, and he told us all about it. And you go check the shorts on YouTube. You know, I'll just wait till the interview drop because the interview's on the way. But yeah, so after Me Chin and Me Chin put Chelsea Green in the garbage.
Yeah, we went to
No.
the bed.
She hit her with the last ride into the dumpster, which was crazy.
What a finish! Shout out to these girls, right? Because you gotta close the
Nah,
top
them
for
is
the
grown
dumpster.
women. Them is grown women.
They strong women. They strong, and they lived up to. I actually thought it was the best match of the night.
That
Maybe you could say that
it could have been very corny. It could have been cheesy,
it
but
could have been.
they had
It
enough
could have been.
of it was well balanced. Again, Chelsea Green and Mi Chin. I've been hard on Mi Chin because I like my Mi Chin when she's Mia Yim. I know what she can do in the ring. I know the aura and what she draws, but these two, I think they just put on a good match, and it could have been corny, could have been bad, but they did the thing. They did the thing.
Yeah, I'm looking to see more from Mission, and great gets the win, and I want to see where they go from here because they were using her so heavy against Nia Jax, and then it spun into this. So
Well, they had
again,
her with the Good
hopefully,
Brothers, so they had something in mind for her. I just don't know
yeah,
what that thing
yeah,
was.
and she deserves it, man, because she snuck off the NXT roster. She like sneakily got up out of there. Like she was an NXT person, and she was going back and forth between shows. And next thing you know, she never went back. She just stayed.
No, she was on main roster for a while. It's just they didn't have nothing to do with her. Then they tied her to the Good Brothers. Then she went back. So, but I said
Mm.
she was floating around, and Yeah, so shout out to her, man.
Then we get that whole Bailey situation. Bailey goes off with
Naya.
Tiffany Stratton and Nia, which turns into the Naomi match with Tiffany Stratton. Again, it's a cool match. Again, they're trying to reserve and preserve people for bad blood, right? We don't want too many people. They're trying to reserve people. Hey, don't go out tonight, save you, and then preserve people who did go out by putting them in promo spots.
I don't like how they're using Naomi to shove Bianca and Jade in our faces, because you're then forced to look at Jade and Bianca and then say, okay, Naomi's cool because she knows these girls. Like, let us like Naomi because she is Naomi. Let us look at Naomi because she is Naomi. She is a former women's champion. She made it out of a bad gimmick. She was a funkadactyl. Like, Naomi, she deserves her own. We don't need her adjacent to Jade and Bianca.
God damn.
Who when they're on the screen, they outshine her. We don't need that. It's like they put her next to people who people are gonna clamor to. Like, let her get her own thing, do her own thing. You brought her back for a reason, because she was out WWE winning championships.
Yeah.
Like, let
See,
us
that's
like her
that
because
talent
of who
pool.
she is on her own.
That's that talent pool is so deep because every time we're saying these things, you got to think, you got to put her in there with someone to beat. So now, who do you put her in there to beat? Because you got a lot of stacked talent, and it's like we can say these things, but you gotta find the loser. The loser's got to help them, make them look good, and blah blah blah. From Chelsea Green to Miss Shin to Naomi to Natalia, these are all girls who really aren't getting their due, and they can go. You in a parallel universe somewhere, one of these girls got a world championship.
I think we care too much about titles these days, because you have a
I don't
show.
care enough about them.
I think they care too much. You have a show called Near Fall, and it's about
Yeah,
people who didn't quite get it. But think about the legacies that those people still had. They still
yeah.
had
In that regard,
careers we talk about. They still had rivalries we talk about. They had everything going for them but the title, but that didn't make them any less great. I think nowadays people look at the title. So you don't have a title, we don't really care about you. And if that
you know
was the
what?
case, we
Funny you
wouldn't care
say that.
about Mr. Perfect. We wouldn't care about Lex Luger. We wouldn't care about Rick Rude. We wouldn't care about Ted DiBiase. So many people that we grew up loving and caring about, we wouldn't care about. That's why when they get into the 12 time and 16 time, that eliminates so many people out of the conversation. But that doesn't mean that this person didn't have just as good, or if not better, career than the person that had the gold. So the title
So
thing, it can muddy the water sometimes. I think that's why it's done intentionally, so we only can talk about a select few when we bring titles up.
I think titles definitely muddy the waters, right? For several reasons.
John
One of
Sally
which you
got
just brought
5 rings.
up. Robert Ory has 7.
That's the point. So the
Yeah, I mean,
numbers can be a little deceiving, is all I'm saying. So
right,
even
right.
with the women, we shouldn't care about the titles too much, because some of the best rivalries were just because I don't like you and you don't like me. What we gonna do about it?
Well, here's what I'm gonna say with that, right? Because so much validity in that. I will say this: titles need to be more relevant because right now we're doing another pay per view where most titles aren't on the line. There, no U.S. title at the PLE, no Intercontinental title at the PLE. No, there's 3 different tag team belts. None of them are on the PLE. The WWE Undisputed Championship is not on the line at the PLE. That is
I
6
think
titles.
by this one being bad blood, you can get away with it. It's bad blood.
But we can
We
go
don't like
back.
it.
We can
You know what
go
I'm
back
saying?
to
For
SummerSlam.
this specific one, we can do that because it's bad blood. This is we settle in beefs. Now, if this
But here's
continues, then yeah.
here's where I'm gonna disagree with you on that. Look at the 5 matches they got. Drew and CM Punk might be the biggest rivalry on that card. If it's not, it might be Cody Roman because of Roman's attachment to the bloodline. Not because of Cody, but because of the Roman factor. Factor in Cody, absolutely. Now it's super big, right? as far as like length and bad blood and just right. After them two matches, Finn Balor, Damian Priest, barely any build up to it. My man cost him the title at SummerSlam. Damian went to Rhea's beef, didn't even say Finn Balor's name. I'm gonna get Dom. I'm gonna get Dom. Dom is part of Rhea's situation.
And Dom's
You
gonna
should be
beat Jey
screaming,
Uso for that belt, and y'all gonna be in tears. Give it a month.
but that's what they want.
Give it a month.
They want that heat. They want him to be the worst villain ever. But
And he know he gonna
Finn
start
Balor,
going
Damian
by,
Priest,
and I should get a check for this. He gonna beat Jey Uso. He gonna start going by Latino Yeet. Remember I said it.
we'll see. But you got that one, right? Then you have Nia Jax Bailey, no real bad blood, a rematch from months ago from SummerSlam. And what's the fifth match? Shit, I gotta pull it up.
I can't even think right now because then we doing predictions. So, but that's the point. That's what I'm saying. This
But
could have been like you throw it out there as a specialty PLE.
but this is why I disagree with that. Because in recent weeks we've watched Carmelo Hayes Andrade, no payoff to a PLE.
You only got
You've
5
watched
matches.
they got all the way back to Money in the Bank. You've got Braun Strowman and
Bronson
Bronson
Reed.
Reed out of
We just had
nowhere.
that payoff though. Last
No,
Monster
no,
Standing.
but that's my point. It shouldn't have been there. You should have put it to the bad blood.
Not when you only
Because you're
have
getting.
5 matches. You got to pick your 5.
But this is my point.
What would you
You're
swap out?
okay. Any of these last 3, you could have gave me Damian Priest, Finn Balor, since y'all didn't harp on this since SummerSlam. You just ran after Damian probably got out of simp mode and was like, all right, Rhea, I'm gonna finally go handle the guy who cost me my world title because I've been beefing with you,
It's
not
the
beefing with,
name. It's the value in the names.
but that's the I get that. But when you say, well, Bad Blood is a good one where we could kind of like push away the fact that there's Bad Blood, no titles,
I would
I
have
would agree
definitely.
with you
I would have
if
put
they
Braun
use
Strowman and
matches.
Bronson Reed on this one. That would have been fire.
But that's my point. If you're gonna call it Bad Blood, give me the matches that have Bad Blood that you've been building to. Not I mean they give it to us. They did give it to us, but they gave it to us on regular TV and gave us the matches we don't give a fuck about on the PLE. Now there's 2 matches that people give a fuck about. CM Punk Damian Priest has been masterpiece fucking cinema.
I think
That is not in
Balor and
discussion.
Priest, once they put the video package together, to make sense. But like you said, it's been a disconnect. Yeah, it's been a big disconnect.
Explain the disconnect, brother.
No,
God, I ain't
no,
gonna
the
let that.
disconnect in the story, the fluidity of the story has been a disconnect.
Where? Where?
With Finn
They
Balor and
started
Damian
it.
Priest.
You said Finn Balor and Damian Priest.
Yeah,
Oh, my bad. In my head, I heard CM Punk and
that don't even
Drew. I don't
sound
know
right.
why.
You bugging.
I literally heard that. I don't know how.
You bugging.
Okay.
You just want to
Yeah,
fight.
I'm completely off the rails. Let me rewind that. You're 100% correct because I agree with it. Yep. Disconnect. Now, Jesus Christ, that was bad. What? I gotta pull up the card. I gotta pull up the card because that 5th match is
Yeah, Bailey
I
and
need to.
Nia could have moved around with that one.
They could have gave us that on SmackDown.
They could have gave us the dumpster match, but like I said, it's a name thing. They want the big names on the card. It's like your starting lineup in the NBA. You're gonna have the start lineup, but your best players in six man and 7 man. You might have a rookie of the year on the bench, but he on the bench for a reason. It's the name. We got to sell these tickets. It's a reason why when the Hawks come to town, the tickets is 40% cheaper than when the Lakers come to town.
Right. Right.
So they got to sell the car and it got to make sense. And but yeah,
Okay.
Reed and Strowman definitely could have been on here.
So
Seth
here's
Rollins'
reading
return could have been on something to do with Bad Blood because he was out.
something right. So we got Damian Priest, Finn Balor. Do we agree that we could have took that off? We're not doing
It
predictions.
could have. Finn Balor is such a big name though. Even though he's not in like a super prominent spot, Finn Balor was him at one point. So it could be interchangeable. Yes, that match could be interchangeable. You
I
asked the
hear what
question.
you want
Yes,
to do.
that
You
match could be
you
interchangeable.
trying to support Finn Balor
No, I'm
because I
saying
agree he
it
was.
could be interchangeable. No, I'm
Okay.
saying that one could be switched out for something else.
Okay, we got Liv Morgan and Rhea. I don't think that's interchangeable. I think it fits the bill. I think it works. I think it works. For Bad Blood, it's a championship. It's the win. I think it works.
I'm tired of Rhea Ripley attacking Dominic Mysterio. Like he's not going to hit her back. Like we've seen it. Stop. There's no more juice in that orange. That orange is squeezed. It's
I
squeezed.
think you're making Dom look hella weak.
It's squeezed.
She was beating the shit out of him.
Well,
Like
he not.
what?
This ain't ECW. He's not gonna power drive it through a table. Like
You
let
know
it
what's
go.
bad?
If she hit him
When
with
people
one, riptide or something, that would have been cool. But come on, now you're being a bully. You're being a bully, Rhea Ripley. Stop bullying Dominic Mysterio.
in a negative way, like because we all know what will happen. Dom really starts fighting with you, it'll be a wrap. Two, you were beating him up, throwing him into the cage. What is this doing for Dom's career? We watched Jeff Jarrett go through this, and Jeff Jarrett couldn't get out of the women smash. They still make memes and
People
viral videos
hate
on it.
Dominic Mysterio, so it's just going to get a good pop every time. But that's the thing. We don't need something every time and every week. But yes, Liv
But
Morgan
also,
and
you
Rhea
got to look at
Ripley.
the long term. I think that
People's
SummerSlam when
memories
he
are
was in
so
the
short
corner,
in wrestling these days. They long term. They only remind you when they put a video package up when they want you to remember it.
no, no,
So
no, 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 hell no. We don't remember. We all remember Jeff Jarrett busting females in the head week after week. Guitar. He went to a whole nother company and kept the same. Kept
different
doing it.
time,
Like, stop
different
doing it.
time.
I
They
just
won't even
can't
have
keep.
men and women in the same ring. Damn near. You think he gonna hit with a guitar?
I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, as far as the short term memory, it's not as short term as we think. When it's certain people and certain stigmas, you used to get beat up by whatever. Like Seth Rollins tried to bring up recently when he was champion in his last days, Finn Balor. No matter what happens, I've been champion longer than you, and he laughed at him, bringing up the fact that your WWE career has been trash, my guy. From where you were to
I
what you
think he was
are,
talking about when he had to
you're talking
relinquish
about this
that
Universal
title.
title run. Yes, but that's the point. You brought up something from down there 10 years ago. And people remember it because, like, yo, how come Finn Balor don't never get a championship? It gets said. People
That's what I
remember
said. They
stuff.
bring it up when they want you to remember because people, Finn Balor, like I said, he was him, but
He was him.
it's not his WWE run has not been favorable toward him. They killed the Demon.
It
He had to
ruined his
relinquish his
legacy.
title. He never bounced back. Sometimes you never bounce back from just circumstance, but it's not Finn. I don't think it was the reason. I think it's the
I don't think it's Finn.
circumstance.
His moveset's crazy. He looks the part. He can talk. He can. They ruined this man's career. I'm not gonna say ruined. They lowered his stock. He didn't come to WWE and ascend greater. He didn't do
Same thing with
this.
AJ. Tonight he said this is still the house AJ Styles built. Boy, this house has been under new management and ownership for a few years now. You built it, but this bitch has been renovated.
Golly. All right. Let me see if we can swap this one out. Nia Jackson Bailey.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if it would a better build, no, because Bailey does deserve a shot, but I don't want to see Nia Jackson Bailey.
Can we do this on SmackDown?
We could do this on speed.
The last two matches.
We don't need to do it.
The last two matches. Oh, God damn.
We don't.
We can do this on speed. I agree with you though. Not
Nia
about the
just
speed
needs to
part,
be
but
running through that locker room, big dog style. Boom.
yes. She's been stuck on Bailey since SummerSlam.
Nia should be a bully.
Nobody.
She should just be kicking in doors, pointing at women. You, me, tonight, and walking out. Then you have like Zelina Vega looking like, what'd I do? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, that would
you should
work
just
for
be
her.
a big bully, and that's how you can turn Tiffany. Like, you know what? I don't like what Nia's doing. Then they had a whole "Don't be a bully, be a star" campaign. It's Tiffy time, and it's time to teach them. You can turn this real easy, but Nia should just be running. Nia should be
My man
telling them
writing.
what she want. I want you,
W-
you, me tonight. Let's go. Then everybody like, that's crazy. Like, I guess. I mean, it's a title shot. I'm not gonna turn it down, but damn, it's
Right,
not that.
right.
But yeah, this
WWE,
could
I hope
be
we're paying
this.
attention to that.
Huh?
I said WWE. I hope we're paying attention to that. Like
They do. They just don't want to give me no check. It's all good.
the last two matches are matches I think we both are gonna agree. CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, Hell in a Cell.
Perfect.
And Cody Rhodes and Roman versus the Bloodline. Those are the 5 matches. 3 of those matches you could have gave us on Raws, and you could have gave Bronson Reed, Last Monster Standing, Bad Blood. It fits the Halloween theme. It works. They gave us a great match on Raw, but it should have been here. Braun Breaker. You've been dealing with the Braun Breaker. You gave a whole tournament. The tournament should have been paid off at the PLE. Jey Uso winning at Bad Blood first, holding up that title.
I don't know if you could do
No one
that
in
there
your
because
family has ever beat someone in mine,
I
and
think that
then beat
moment would
someone.
have been bigger than the main event outcome.
Do it.
You don't want
You
that.
just made us.
You don't want Jey
We
Uso
need
having.
it.
You don't want Jey Uso having a bigger moment than Roman Reigns.
If we gotta do it, it's not gonna happen because Roman Reigns. If when it's about to happen, Roman Reigns comes out and you feel like, damn, Jey Uso, Roman, you gotta outdo this, right? You have options. Brock
Here's the
Lesnar's being
thing: the
spotted
way
in
they could
Atlanta.
have done it, if Jey Uso wins, Roman comes out to congratulate him, and that's how they piece it up.
We done here, bro. What we talking about? There is no bigger moments. But you gave us that shit on the fucking Raw.
They pieced it up. That's how they Roman come congratulate him and Jimmy. And that's how you bring the OG bloodline back. Then you could
Yes.
and then you could even be like, hey, Cody, sit this one out tonight.
You
You
could.
talking
I
about
don't think they do that. But you could say
now I'm
Cody
just
goes to
saying, you
shake his hand
telling
too.
Cody Rhodes we put you on a bench in your hometown on a pay-per-view that your face was on? Same thing they did to him at WrestleMania.
No, you can't do that.
You
You
can.
could say
People
it.
would
You
hate
can say it, but you can't
people,
do it.
people would have hated that. And then that's how you bring Roman and Cody beef back up and you reunited the bloodline.
It's a good way to do it. It's a very good way to do it. But again, that should have happened here. Braun Breaker, Intercontinental title versus Jey Uso, main event Jey Uso. You've been given no one in your family's ever beaten someone in mine. He wins the tournament.
It could have been a better thing for Jay. I can say Jay really hasn't been as much of a celebration as I thought it would have been.
We have no tag team. We got
Well, you know,
Jade Cargill.
tag titles don't
And
get defended nowhere. They don't get defended nowhere.
no. We're
So,
just gonna
but
pour it up.
it's a good card. I mean, it's gonna
It
deliver.
is good.
It's gonna deliver. But
Uh I ain't gonna go into no one because we do have a predictions video, and it's very hard not to swing right into it. So I'm gonna just leave it at that.
so what
But
was
I
that after that?
definitely felt
After that, what we had for the night?
they went into the 3-team ladder tag team match.
I know somebody got some CTE and a concussion after that match.
Yeah, it was good though.
There's a
It
lot
was
of
good. The
hard spots.
dumpster match, the two specialty matches tonight were good. The dumpster match, Michelle and Chelsea Green, and DIY versus Street Profits versus the
We shouldn't
Bloodline.
need specialty matches for SmackDown or a weekly show to be good, but I ain't mad at it.
I ain't mad at it. Okay, let's rewind this. We were just talking about matches that shouldn't be on Bad Blood and matches that should. But what if the new norm is, and we've seen this, it's actually been happening. We give you these big ass matches on the go home show of these shows because we understand they should be on the pay per view, but we're gonna keep it to 5, brother. until we get to the big events.
That's not been the case because a lot of these go home shows haven't been that great. This is probably one of the best.
No, we got one. We got one before Clash at the Castle. We had the tag team titles twice on 2 pay-per-views. I think it was Bash at Berlin and Clash at the Castle. And then Money in the Bank, I don't think we got one. I don't think that's
you talking about in 2 international shows. They're gonna pull out the stops for that. Regular go home shows, they've been kind of meh.
That's fair.
And if they're gonna build it that way, be like, right. we can't wait till Bad Blood. We gonna get it in. Yeah, like build it, tie it in still to the pay-per-view some kind of way.
I just think they should go back to the pre-show and have these matches. Put on a fucking speed match on this bitch.
If you want us to pre-show thing, never. I liked it. I understood it, but man, you got people wrestling in half empty arenas, man. That's damn near insulting.
Okay, I'll leave it at that. You done said that. I don't want no wrestler to feel insulted. I love wrestling enough to not want someone to feel a type of way. Especially
like if I win my Grammy, dog, let me walk up on stage and give my speech. Don't give me the Grammy. Just say, "Oh, album of the year went to Archie Carter." Like, nah, I don't want that Grammy. I want the Grammy. I want them to cut the music off on me like I'm talking too much. Like, let me do that. So, but Bloodline retained their titles. I didn't think they were gonna lose. It was some big spots. Montez Ford is crazy. Angelo Dawkins shorts are way too big, and yeah.
I'm trying to pull something up real quick before we. I'm in there. Damn, how many fucking tweets does he do a day? Anyway, it was the I might have to go to our chat, pull it. A lot of people have been spotted in Atlanta. Brock Lesnar, Dwayne Johnson,
Arn Anderson.
Yo, chill out, bro.
For real, he coming back. I didn't like that he was fired from the WWE. Whoever made that decision, you calling Billy for that. It's a lot of people who should have been let go, like people who wouldn't let go of other people's peckers.
Oh my God! Not this conversation. That the peckers. Just reading it now. 50 Bad Bloods had an interview drops. Where's that? I'm trying to see what Damn. I just dropped the picture and it was the other day. I guess I can't pull it up fast enough. It was what The Rock had to say about CM Punk opening the show.
Yeah, he's like, yo, what the fuck is he talking about? Something he said.
He said, CM Punk, get fucked. At CM Punk, get fucked.
First of all, we always have the debate, is The Rock black or not?
He's black. His daddy black. He's just not black.
You know, I ain't never heard no black man say get fucked. I ain't making this racial, but that's Dwayne speaking. that ain't Rocky. But yeah.
But so, here's the thing.
He's made the tweet out. CM Punk get fucked. He popped up in Atlanta. I think the final boss is waking up from his hibernation. He's gonna start getting active again. We may see him this weekend in Bad Blood. I don't know if I want to or not.
Oh, here it is. Here it is.
And you know I'm not the biggest CM Punk fan, so but let Phil have his moment.
That's when they announced that CM Punk will be opening the show, and my thing is this. I'm reading the chat crazy. When The Rock says that, we've had conversations about Cody Rhodes opening. So when you talked about the draw and the ratings earlier about Cody having the lowest, Rock never responded to Cody, who he's been in direct beef with. But he responded when CM Punk did, and CM Punk we know is a draw.
Rock ain't gotta respond to Cody.
But I'm saying, why would you not? See, when Cody's open
Rock
multiple
and Cody is definitely long-term booking, and whatever they got. This was probably just Rock.
They're gonna change that shit.
Rock probably was bored, and he was like, you know what?
You think Rock
I'm
I don't think he was
recovering from
born. I think it
another
was.
ab etching surgery. I'm just laying here. Let me get on Twitter.
I think Rock is coming back very soon. Maybe even at Bad Blood. And so now he gets on his wrestling kick, where it's like, all right, let me zoom in, and this is the story. Because when he's not on his wrestling kick, I think it would have been great for him to respond.
I think his wrestling kick and his actual life are so far from each other that it's just like he just zooms in on what he zooms in on. So
You said it's a parody account of The Rock. I don't know if that's a parody account because I follow Dwayne Johnson. Let me
you've
see.
been
Let me
you've
see.
been duped.
Right? He has 17.1 million followers. It came from that account. So this parody account must it's a verified
What is
account.
the name of it?
Dwayne Johnson.
Oh, that might be him, big
That
dog.
might be him. He only follows 413 people. It's verified and it has 17 million followers.
Hey, who said that in the comments?
His pinned tweet is the trailer for Red One, which comes out later this year.
Oh, it got to be him because ain't nobody on this earth pinning a Rock movie to their Twitter. That's him.
Yeah, and this is it's him. Go down his timeline.
Nobody pinning no Rock, and nobody got
Now hold on, let me
Jumanji.
see. Hold on, she might be right. Did I get it from this timeline? Let me see. Let me see what I just post.
You been
Yeah,
catfished
that's.
again?
I might have got catfish. I think I did. She was right. What's the handle? She's right. The
What's
Rock TKO at Dwayne Johnson.
uh hey,
Let me
I
see.
still support that tweet.
Yep, she's right.
Got him.
She's right. Got me. Got me. But it sounds great. It
Still
sounds
great.
great.
Hey, why? Hey, we live in a day where people don't believe it. People, why believe the truth when the lie is more entertaining?
100%. 100%. But that was pretty much it for the show on SmackDown. We still got the Bloodline maintaining championships. I don't. What are we getting for War Games? Are we
The
gonna
same
get the
match
OG
we see
Bloodline?
in tonight with just Tama Tonga, Tamaloa, and Jimmy and Jey Uso.
I don't think the WWE is going that way. Jimmy ain't come back yet. Jay just won an
You have
Intercontinental
to
title
have
on another
them in the
show.
war game, though. You have to. What other team
What
would
if
you
they
put in
go?
the war game?
So that's perfect. KO, who's been beefing with Cody, Randy Orton, who's been trying to be in the middle of it. We've been waiting for that turn on him. Roman Reigns, I give you my word that I
So
won't turn
everybody
on
who
you.
hate Cody's on Cody's team.
Yes,
He gonna get a 6,
because
7v1.
this War Games is not this Bloodline War Games team is not as strong as previous years. They
Still,
don't
if
have the
you get
actual.
that, you still getting the same bloodline team. That's the thing. That's the one part of this that's not interchangeable. You're getting Solo, Jacob, Tamatanga, Tamaloa in a war game.
Yeah,
With
you're getting
Cody and
it then.
Roman on the other side with 2 other people. You're getting the same 6.
Randy Orton and KO is what I'm saying. I don't think it's gonna be the Usos.
And I said we couldn't do that because that team is too stacked. Roman,
Okay.
Cody, KO, bro, that
On paper, I 100% agree with you, brother.
in the ring.
But
The
I
strongest
agree.
person in the new blood is Jacob Fatu.
Jacob Fatu.
It's Jacob Fatu, Tamatanga, Solo, and Tamaloa. Hey, pick one.
Tamaloa is not the same bracket as Tamaloa is the worst. This
So you
awesome
tell
sauce.
me
You
the
don't
head is
agree?
the third best on the third best person to like that's too much star and firepower on the other side.
I agree. But I feel like that's where they're leading us.
I mean that's fine, but that just looks crazy. Go
Because
to
Braun
WWE
Breaker came.
2K24, pick those same teams, run a simulation, and see how quick that match ends. Use AI for everything else. Shit.
Yeah, you're right.
But
But I think
solid
We
go home
haven't seen
show. It was a good show tonight. With only 4 matches. 4 matches.
3 or 4 matches.
And
Smooth
you know what?
division. I
That's
mean,
we got 4 matches in 2 hours, and the PLE format seems to be now 5 matches in 3.5. So they stretching
that
us.
works. It works. But they got to get those with the video packages and all that. That's what I think about next year WrestleMania being 2 nights. Is it gonna be 2 5-match cards?
SummerSlam is 2 nights.
Yeah, you're right. Both of them. Yeah. So I hope we get a lot. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, that's it, man. That's it. That's all I got. Yeah. We gotta do. We gotta put some work in.
Oh yeah. Tomorrow our Bad Blood predictions video will be dropping. We got a time. Bad Blood starts at 6. So
That bus starts at 6. I was saying we gotta have it out before noon. That
oh
video
yeah, well
has to be out
let's
before
call it noon then. Bad Blood predictions video tomorrow and tomorrow night during the main event of Bad Blood. We gotta pop in and at least talk about what main event at least. So yeah, we're gonna pop in during the main event of Bad Blood like we do tonight during the recaps to recap Bad Blood, but the prediction video will be out by lunchtime tomorrow. But let's call it brunch time. Because people like
Look
brunch.
at that.
People like orange juice, champagne, and eggs for some reason. And big ass French toast.
Speaking of which, I'm about to order some Waffle House.
You're supposed to be in the gym.
I ain't say that
That's but you need your little all-American breakfast right now. You know what I'm saying?
I
You
do.
know what? The
I do.
breakfast bowls. Waffle House is a Southern delicacy. If you've never been, I don't want to hear about no Huddle House. I don't want to hear about no IHOP.
Fact.
Waffle House. You're going to get, it's
Fact.
dinner theater because you're going to get dinner and a show. I don't know what kind of show you're going to get, but you will be thoroughly entertained at the Waffle
Yeah,
House.
absolutely.
And if it's the right kind of show, hopefully it's a fight that breaks out where you could just leave and skip out on your bill.
Oh my God. This thing.
I'm just saying.
Yo,
Honorable mention to the
all right.
Cracker Barrel. Honorable mention.
I don't go to Cracker Barrel.
I know you don't. I know you don't.
Absolutely not.
Honorable mention.
Yo, just once you see the logo, you
Look, we
no.
go. Hey,
The coded language.
It's a Southern
Nah,
thing.
hell no. I don't give a fuck
I've had
what
some
they
of the
say.
best times of my life in the Waffle House.
Yeah, in a Waffle House, yeah, but not no Cracker Barrel.
3:00 in the morning. Hey, gotta eat, right? Gotta eat.
Need to get some Waffle House, y'all.
Hey, go on, man. Carb overload. Because we got a busy weekend next weekend, which is we got some traveling to do because the full Attitude Era podcast will be in the building for the No Mercy pay-per-view, which is DNA's Battle Rap All Wrestling Bar event, October 13th. Rap Grid is on my timeline. You're gonna see it. You're gonna get sick of me. It's get the link.
Yes.
Demand invite only, private invite for those who have been asking. I have the information. Hit me up at the Archie Carter on Instagram.
Yo.
Lady Caution versus Osiris. Z the Dropout versus Cortez. The Saga versus AJ Francis, aka Top Dollar, and we got Tay-Rock versus Chess.
That shit gonna be crazy. All them cards. Like y'all go watch, go pull up Lady Cards. Like why go peep these motherfuckers. This is the best time. We're like, I've never heard of them. Go hear about them.
No. That's Tay-Rock's girl, so she crazy.
Go hear about them.
Do yourself a favor. Go watch last year's Halloween Havoc pay-per-view. DNA did it last year. It was Halloween Havoc, and this year's No Mercy. But it's definitely going to be a great event. Everybody's going to be there. Busy week. We got the Vince Russo interview on the way. No Mercy on the way. I got a new project, Good Karma's out on the way. HP Near Falls on. There's a lot going on, but we still tuned in and tapped in with y'all. And we will see y'all tomorrow with the Bad Blood predictions around brunch time. I'm saying around 12 or 1 before the pay-per-view, which starts at 6. Yeah. And then we're going live during the main event of Bad Blood So hit the notification button to make sure you know when we live. And that's all I got, HP. Shout out to you for tuning in. I hope this week was good to you, good for you. And this weekend is everything you want it to be. And that's all I got, HP.
Yeah, if you're looking for the link, go onto our Twitter accounts. Archie's is posted right now. I'm posting one up right now. DNA, if you go on DNA, get money, drink water account, YouTube, you can get the link for the rap grid. Remember, it is next week, October 13th. Shout out to DNA for putting this card together. You know, it's
Crazy.
gonna be
Crazy card.
it's definitely gonna be crazy.
Crazy
So
card.
tap in, get the link. If you are in the New Jersey area, hit us up. If you're not, the rap grid is the way to go, and you can get the pay-per-view. And you're right.
You could
We
watch
will
from the
be hosting.
comfort of your own home, with or without clothes. Clothing is optional.
Yo, you can be with an egg-shaped woman
Hey,
making
and you
omelets.
know what? We like omelets.
Yo, we
We'll
love
see y'all
omelets over
tomorrow,
here.
man.
Hey, I'm going to Waffle House, baby. Give me an omelet. Come back with one too. You know what I mean? Nice egg-shaped thing. You know what I mean? Go.
Humpty
I'm about
Dumpty.
to beat the egg white out that thing.
Man, in this live.